What's going on, guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this chorus part, I suppose. It sounds like this. So there's a couple different parts. If you take away the claps and the kick, this here is just white noise. Just add a little bit high end, a little bit of high end. So give this impression of more voices, essentially. But we'll just get rid of that. The bare bones is right here. You have a sub. Damn it. Very simple. And it's just a sine wave with a little bit of EQ. No effects. Yeah, so what happens is I just have an envelope on 2 for no particular reason, or the amp rather. And the attacks is about 9 o'clock. Levels all the way up, decays in the middle, levels all the way up. Release is pointing at the S. It's just a slower release, or a slower attack, so you don't get that popping when it engages. It's just as a safeguard. And then with this wave position, triangle sign, you have the attack all the way down, level all the way down. Decay is about 4 notches. Levels all the way up, release is all the way up. So you have this. Well, essentially, you would have this, which is not much different, but I just put on a filter to get rid of anything over 100 hertz, and just put a compressor and crush it a little bit. Well, actually, not even, just to get rid of any intersample peaks or something. So if you get rid of that, you're left with 3 sounds. You have this one. This one. And yeah, so I'll go over the little punchy one first. Damn it. Which would be this one right here. Basically just a little pop for the high end, 2 octaves. And I use serum in this one. Compressor for the kick and the hat, not the hats, the snare. Auto filter for anything under 100 hertz, and squish it. So what we have here is This is a basic, I believe it's just the first one even. Yeah, like one of the basic shapes, like the first one. 16 units in on both A and B. Sub with the pulse width square. And that's an octave 0. This is +1, -1. LFO. Just have one little pluck thing. And that's to the cutoff of the low 24. So 24 cut. So you get that pluck. Allergies. And then levels all the way up on the +1. About 75% on B. Then you have a little bit of hyper. Just a little bit. Just for full unison voices. A little bit of reverb, a little bit of EQ. A comb filter plus, and a compressor. That is... Yeah, it just brightens everything up. So that's the first part. That's just to give that attack in each and every note, that attenuation. So then the second one would be this one. Yeah, a little bit wider. It says massive, but it's silent. I guess I switched over. But anyways, for this, it is... Yeah, I use this quite a bit. So I'll try to run over it fairly easily. Oscillator A1 has 8 voices. The square, oh not the square, the saw. Phase is a little over past the middle. Detune is right under the middle. All the stereo is panned a little bit to the left. And then this is what your amp envelope will look like essentially. You want a 24 dB cutoff for a low pass. Cutoff is at about 42 Hertz. Drive is at 5.2. For the filter control, cutoff is at 360, 14. Resonance is off. Key track at 1.6. And then what you have is pitch cutoff for A and B, which adds that little bit of attack. See, so without it, I mean, it's very subtle, but it adds, I believe, what the sound is missing, essentially. And so the cutoff is all the way at 10. The decay is 4.7. Sustain is 4.0. Release is 2.01. And so for the B side, got a little bit of white noise, a little bit of volume for that. Phase is off. Detune is 5.38. Stereo is all the way up. Pan's dead in the middle. Same amp envelope. Well, no, it's not. It's a little bit different. Yeah, the sustain is a little bit lower, as well as the release on amp envelope B. And then this one, octaves. Well, this one's one octave down. And then this one's one octave up. Again, a saw wave. 8 voices. Volume is at 3.19. Phase is 12. Detune is 3.52. Pan is a little bit to the right. And that should be it for Silent. This is the mix A and B and master, which it doesn't peak, I don't believe. Yeah. So what you have is just a simple reverb. Filter for anything under 48. Crush it. And stock reverb with a little bit of spin on it. And all those parameters. And then finally, damn it, the third one, which is actually massive. What you have here is you have 3 pulse widths, all maxed out. One is one up 1 octave, up 1 octave. One is increased 0.07. One is decreased 0.17. No modulations. A little bit of bright noise. Amp is there. Colors all the way up. One have 8 unisonos. Pitch cutoff is right about there. Those notches. At 0.50, full inverse, polyphonic, always trigger. And then you want to have a high pass for it, so a steep cut. And cut off around there. A little bit of resonance, not too much. Then you have a chorus. Dry wet is about 5 notches. Rate is about double those. Offset's pretty much 9 o'clock. Depth is about 1 o'clock. Reverb, size is in the middle, all the way up on the density and the color. And the dry wet is at about 9:45. And then the EQ, boost the high shelf, boost the frequency. And then boost the boost a little bit, boost the boost. And get rid of a little bit of the low shelf. With the amp envelope, you want to have the level all the way down and the decay pointing at, I guess, the Y. Not anymore. Yeah, something like that. So you just get that pluck, but you still get that wide sound. Because with that, it bleeds over. So you just want to have the notes and then have them get out of the way for the next notes. And all 3 of those. Actually, hold on. Yeah, again, you have a filter for anything under 48. I have that modulated for some reason. Oh, okay, yeah, for the rise up. But yeah, you just want to roll off some of the highs to get rid of that shimmer, because ears. Boost everything above 2.59 a little bit. Then squish it. Then LPX Hall, about 23 in the mix, about 2-second reverb time, backside roll off diffusion, high cut, and that should be it for these. And again, like I said, you can add the white noise. Because we rolled off so much, you can just give a little hint of a more controllable high end, so it's not as painful. And then you have this. Oh, sorry. Got the sub. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys learned a lot. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.